Hey guys, Clint here at Butcher Boy. One of the questions we get asked a ton is how to smoke a pork butt. We've covered it in quick videos in the past, but we're gonna dive a little bit deeper today. So smoking a pork butt, first of all, the pork butt is actually the front shoulder of a hog. Boston butt is another common name for it, pork butt, etc. We sell them bone-in, we sell them boneless. If you're gonna do a nice long smoke, I like the bone-in. It's a little bit bigger, it's gonna have a better fat cap on it to kind of render it down. As far as smoker, you can do this on over charcoal, stick burner, Traeger, any kind of a pellet grill, etc. Cabinet smoker. We'll talk about time and temperature. As long as you know how to control it in those, it's gonna come out great. So first thing, good quality pork. Of course, we only do the Berkshire Heritage bred pork. It's gonna just be full of flavor, full of marbling, and stay nice and juicy. So on a pork butt, I like to use a nice binder. Binder is gonna help all that seasoning stick. I like spicy brown mustard, Gouldens, this is a wholesale label, but Gouldens or Dijon, something like that. Honey mustard works if you like sweetness. And basically that's just gonna let us get a little tackiness, so we'll create a nice bark with that seasoning on there. So in order to get all that stuff to stick, I like to take the pork butt and give it a little score through that fat cap. So we're basically just gonna run a sharp knife every couple of inches, like so. We're gonna go across one way, and then we're just gonna go at 90 degrees to that. Just through that fat cap, just through that one side, because that's just going to create little pockets for all that seasoning and stuff to kind of stick down into. Once it starts cooking, that's going to start separating. It's going to let that seasoning just kind of really soak in there. So you take that pork butt, good little layer, grab some gloves, rub that mustard on. Seasoning wise, any barbecue seasoning, if you've already got a favorite one, use that. We like our original pork rub. It's our recipe here at the shop. Sugar, a little bit of spice to it, just nice and rich. If you're looking for a sugar-free, a lot of people like that idea. Bad Byron's butt rub, you can't beat. I mean, it's right on the label, right? The butt rub. So, good pork, binder, seasoning, and then we're gonna put it on the smoker. So I get the smoker up to temp first, set it about 225 degrees. Let that pork butt sit out for about an hour before you put it on there. That's just gonna temper it, let it warm up a little bit so it's not starting at 40 degrees right out of the fridge. You're gonna wanna cook that thing till it gets about 180, 185 degrees. At that point, most of it's gonna be broken down pretty good, but it'll stop, the temperature inside is gonna stop increasing. So give it a wrap. At that point, you can spritz some apple cider on there, throw a beer in it, wrap it with either non-waxed butcher paper. Foil works well if you don't have the other option. And then cook it to about 195, 200. At that point, you're gonna pull it out and let it rest. Let it rest for a good 45 minutes to an hour. It's gonna let all those juices soak back in. I leave it right in that wrap. Throw a towel around it to help keep some heat. Maybe towel and then throw it in an ice chest too. Kind of depends. If it's hot out in the summer, honestly, I just turn the smoker off, leave it wrapped right in there about that 45 minutes, hour range. After that, pull it out, it's just gonna fall apart. Depending on your flavor preference at that point, when it's all shredded and falling apart, throw a little more of your seasoning in there, throw your sauce on there, and kind of finish it up to your liking. So get it seasoned up, eat it as you like, on a bun, etc., and that's it. It's gonna take you about 8 hours or so to get final product from the time you start. You can do all the seasoning, everything, binder, seasoning the night before, throw it in the fridge, start that guy in the morning, ready for dinner time, especially if you've got a Traeger or a pellet grill. Don't really need to keep too much of an eye on it. Just watch out for that temperature, 185, wrap it, finish it up at about 200 and let it rest. That's it. Hope you guys enjoy. Come on down and see us for anytime you've got questions on smoking, cooking, grilling. We're here to help.